Nobody believes me when I tell them that abandoned towns aren't actually abandoned. There's a reason why Millbrook was evacuated in 1987, and it wasn't because of the chemical spill like the government claimed. I drove there last week at dusk, and what I found will haunt me forever. The streets were eerily quiet, with rusted cars still parked where their owners left them decades ago. Houses stood with doors wide open, as if people had fled in a panic. But as the sun began to set, I noticed movement in the shadows. Dark figures glided between buildings, too tall and thin to be human. Their limbs bent at impossible angles, and they moved without making a sound. I hid behind an overturned truck and watched as more of these entities emerged from every doorway and window. They gathered in the town square, forming a perfect circle around something I couldn't see. Their heads turned in unison, scanning the area with hollow eye sockets that seemed to absorb light itself. That's when I realized the horrifying truth. These weren't supernatural beings at all. They were the original residents of Millbrook, transformed by whatever really happened in 1987. The chemical spill was a cover story. The government had been experimenting on the entire population, turning them into something inhuman. The worst part? As I tried to leave, I noticed my hands were starting to change. My fingers were growing longer, my skin turning gray. I had breathed in whatever was still lingering in that cursed air. Now I understand why they never let anyone return to Millbrook. It's not abandoned, it's a quarantine zone, and I just became another resident.